For me, when I read the script, I was very excited. मुझे ऐसा लगा बस मुझे इसी को कुछ करना है. Sir ने कहा go through the script and understand your character. I went through the script and day and night I was into the script. पूरा लिख रही थी. अच्छा यहाँ पर ऐसे करना है, ये करना है, जैसे पता नहीं क्या. When I reached the set and he's like, what are you doing? ये नहीं करना है. उसके बाद से I have never gone through the script because whatever I used to perceive after reading the script, he used to change it. उन्होंने मेरा एक audition भी लिया and I was completely bubbly in that character. I was using a lot of my hands and everything. So it's like ऐसे नहीं करना है. ये character ऐसा है ही नहीं. And my character was completely changed. But I enjoyed working with him, obviously. उन्होंने पूरा guide किया. I'm completely a director's child. तो उन्होंने जो बोला वो मैंने किया. वो बोले ऐसे करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो. Because my whole perception was completely different. When I read the script, I went through the script. But then everything was different when I actually performed.
The film is not about the underworld. It is not about the underworld warfare or the films that we have seen about the underworld. The backdrop of the film is Dongri, and in Dongri exists this family that is ruling Dongri currently. But it is a love story between the boy and the girl, with the backdrop of the underworld. And within that love story, there are twists. There is love, there is friendship, there is deceit, there is relationships, there is a fight to get your own, what you've promised to deliver it, while the police is being, the cop is being badgered down. So everybody has their own little struggle, and I wish I could say more about the story, but then rather the film revealed in itself. So it is not a film based on gang war or on the underworld. Just think the canvas is the underworld, but the painting is a love story.
I personally feel that yes, there's a lot of talk about this in the industry के ऐसी फिल्में कैसे release होंगी and this that and the other. I don't think अगर we have a producer like him who's willing to take the marketing to another level, हमें क्यों नहीं मिलना चाहिए इसके लिए? इन्होंने इतना भरोसा किया हम पर और फिल्म पर कि इस टेकिंग मार्केटिंग टू अनदर लेवल. सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बड़ी फिल्में ऐसी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं यूज करती जो इन्होंने हमारे लिए किया है. तो मुझे लगता है कि we are finding the right path, and like Robert said earlier, everything is falling into place. And with this film, thankfully, yes, everything is falling into place.
See, I personally feel that it's been his vision, and when these people got together, then Adi came, then we came. So it is something that somebody's vision, somebody wanted to do something in a particular way, and we are following through. I think that's really difficult to say, because earlier I used to think differently. But on current day, as we talk, I have realized that every director is different. So unless you're Al Pacino, सलमान खान, हम लोगों की नहीं चलती, और अच्छा ही है कि नहीं चलती है. Because you see, if I work with him and if I bring only that to the table, and then if I work with another director and I bring only that to the table, in every film I'm that. If I leave myself to the director's individual personality and kind of try and take the director's vision forward, in every film I look different. And by now I've realized that every director wants to direct differently. They are different people. So they have not come from the same class or from the same school, from the same batch of FTI. Even if they have come from the same batch, they have their individuality of telling the story and how they perceive the characters and how they want to project them. An actor standing Somebody will use a low angle, somebody will use a high level, somebody will use a top angle. It depends upon how the director is seeing the story. And I've been working with some very big names in the past time, and I've realized that everybody is an individual, and you should just let everybody be and let everybody do their thing and just steal away all the good qualities and leave the bad. And I think that's the way films should be made. It's even he being a director, there's so much crossfire we've had, and we have agreed with each other. So it's not that. So there's been no zid कि नहीं ऐसा ही होगा. The fun with this film is that it's been a quest to find the best way out. That's been the fun of this film. And I've said this before. I didn't realize when the film started. And when he said, it's done, I was like, really? हो गया? मतलब मेरा काम ही नहीं किया तूने कुछ. And then when I saw the film, I was like, oh my God, I have to dub so much. Work and take it out. So it's like that. When you don't realize that you've done so much work, ऐसे समय निकल जाता है. I think it's a very positive signal.
Workshops is something that really scare me. Rather than workshops, what I find more fruitful is having a long chat with my director. A very long conversation with my director, which is like a very casual talk that we have before we start off a scene. And then you know where you're starting from, you know your intent, you know where you're going. Now you enter the scene like an adventure. Because the way I will react to anybody slapping me right now, and the way I would react anybody slapping me tomorrow morning, and the way I would react anybody slapping me tomorrow evening, every time it's going to differ. So it's, you don't know what's going to happen. You just enter it as an adventure. You've spoken at length with your director, you know the intent, you know what he wants, what has to come off from this scene. That is enough. Then you enter it.
I did a small film called directed by Vikram. Before the film started, we met about 30-40 times. I don't even remember how many times. And we had huge discussions, references and 500 pictures and reading and how long the sleeve length should be and how tight it should be, how much should be seen, how many buttons to open, should the collar be large or small, medium, and so on and so forth. And then on my second day on the film, first day I did some very light work, and the second day was one of the most major scenes of the film. When we finished that scene, Vikram and me were just sitting and we were looking at each other, and Vikram told me, he said, I don't know where this came from because all the readings and everything that we prepared for, he said, this zone is something that I never had thought before. I don't know where this zone came from. What happened is we used to sit either in my lounge or by the poolside having coffee discussing the film. But when we shot the film, it was in a ramshackle bungalow which was lower middle class, which was covered on all four sides by black tarpaulin so that we couldn't see the sun. And it was non-air conditioned, just a fan. It was extremely uncomfortable. So sometimes when you go to the location and you over prepare and go, and that puts you at a back foot because you have thought that I'm going to say my line like this, but the situation is not permitting you to say that. So that's what Gashmeer is trying to explain, that how you react to a given situation depends upon the situation, which changes situation to situation. So I think, if you permit me, I think the spontaneity of every actor and every technician. I've seen the DOP change lighting. Funny thing is, abhi aisa kar lete hain, abhi waisa kar lete hain. So I think everybody's been, like I said, on their toes, and thinking on their toes, and very nimble-footed and doing things. He's been changing his execution of scenes, and I've never seen an director do so many action jumps. Him, and now I'm working with Ramu sir. So these two actors, he's like jumping axes all the time. And this guy's also jumping axes all the time. So I mean, you get a little taken aback. But then, it's his director's vision. It's his story to tell. So he has to narrate his